Welcome to Bright Ideas, lighting the path to energy savings, brought to you by Sitler LED Supplies. Join us each week as we dive into the world of LED lighting and energy efficiency, sharing insights, tips, and real-world success stories to help you create a brighter, more sustainable workspace. Sitler LED Supplies has been illuminating Iowa businesses for over 40 years, offering reliable, high-quality lighting solutions for all your needs. Let's get started.
All right, so have you ever felt like you're practically begging your brain to focus at work?
Oh, yeah.
You know that feeling?
Oh,
Like, come on, brain, we got to do this.
for sure.
Well, you're not alone.
Yeah.
We're diving into something today that might sound a little out there,
Okay.
but trust me, it's surprisingly cool.
All right, I'm listening.
We're talking about how something as basic as lighting, especially LEDs, can totally change the productivity game.
Lighting.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
I know it's not the first thing you think of,
No, not really.
but it's really fascinating.
Okay, so tell me more.
So what do you think when you think of like LEDs and productivity?
Well, I mean, I know they're supposed to be better for the environment
Right.
and good for saving money on electricity.
Yeah, exactly. And those are all great things. But we're going deeper than that today.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, we're going to unpack how they can actually, literally impact how well you work and think.
Oh, wow. Okay. I had no idea.
It's surprising, right?
Yeah.
Like when you think about your workspace, what comes to mind?
Well, I mean, my desk, obviously.
Sure.
My computer. All the usual stuff.
Right. And probably the lighting is not top of the list.
No, not at all.
But it should be.
Okay, tell me why.
So think about it this way. Have you ever noticed how being out in the sunshine just seems to energize you?
Oh, yeah, totally. I'm like a whole new person
Right.
when the sun's out.
It's like a natural mood booster,
For sure?
and there's a reason for that.
Okay, what is it?
It's not just about the sunshine itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's about how our brains are wired to respond to light.
Really? Our brains are responding to light.
They are, and LEDs can actually mimic these energizing effects of sunlight.
LEDs can do that.
Yeah, they can.
So like instead of another cup of coffee, I should be flipping a switch.
You got it. You know, sometimes that midday slump hits, and we're so quick to reach for the caffeine,
Yeah, totally.
but maybe we should be looking at our lighting instead.
Okay.
LEDs have this really cool ability to be fine-tuned to different color temperatures.
Different color temperatures.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by that?
So imagine that feeling of a bright, clear morning, you know, that energy.
Oh, yeah.
That's the kind of energy that a cooler light temperature in your workspace can inspire.
Huh. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's really fascinating.
It is.
It's like tricking your brain into thinking it's time to be productive.
So then what about like when I need to unwind or be more creative?
That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking along the right track. It's all about creating the right atmosphere with light.
Okay.
Think about the warm glow of a fireplace in the evening,
Oh, yeah. So cozy.
right? It's all about relaxation and comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Warmer light can actually help you unwind and be more creative.
Really?
Yeah. So if you have like a space where you need to brainstorm or just take a break from work, warmer light is the way to go.
Wow, I'm learning so much.
It's really incredible how much of an impact lighting can have.
It really is.
You know, one thing I read that really stuck with me is how much those old fluorescent lights contribute to headaches and eye strain.
Oh, yeah. I hate those
They're
things.
the worst.
Ugh, the worst.
No wonder we feel fried by the end of some days. They're literally causing us stress without us even realizing it.
I believe it.
It's that constant flicker.
You can even see it sometimes. It's so distracting.
It's awful. And our brains are just constantly trying to adjust to it.
That makes sense.
But with LEDs, you get this nice, consistent, flicker-free light.
Okay.
So much easier on the eyes.
So it's like a win-win for your mind and your body then.
Exactly. And it goes even further than that.
It does.
Being able to actually control your lighting can reduce stress even more.
What do you mean by control?
So like dimming it, brightening it, even changing the color temperature,
Oh, okay.
it can make a big difference.
How so?
Think about it this way. When you have the power to adjust your surroundings, to fit your needs, even something as simple as dimming the lights,
Yeah.
it gives you a sense of control over your environment.
That's true.
Right. And that feeling of control can do wonders for reducing stress and boosting your mood.
So it's like I'm not just stuck with whatever lighting is there.
Exactly. It's about making your workspace work for you.
I like that.
Yeah. And when you feel more in control, you're naturally going to be more productive.
That makes sense.
Right. It's all connected.
Wow. Who knew lighting could be so powerful?
I know. It's really amazing.
It is.
And we're just scratching the surface here.
Oh, really?
There's so much more to explore.
I can't wait to hear more then. There's so much more to explore when it comes to lighting.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about like the personal benefits.
Yeah.
But I want to get into how this impacts the entire workplace.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
So besides the fact that LEDs are energy savers, which everyone knows by now,
Right, of course.
what are some other ways that they can make a difference on a larger scale?
Well, for starters, you're not just saving your company money on electricity bills.
Right.
You're actually contributing to a smaller carbon footprint
Okay. That's
just by having better lighting.
That is pretty cool. I'll admit sometimes I forget about that aspect of it.
It's easy to overlook.
It is, but it's huge,
It is.
especially these days.
Yeah, absolutely.
But how does that actually translate into a more engaged workforce?
Well, think about what it says about a company that makes a visible effort to be more sustainable.
Okay. Yeah.
It shows they care about more than just profits, right?
Right.
Especially for younger generations who are super passionate about the environment.
Yeah, they really are.
This can be a huge factor in where they choose to work.
So it's almost like a morale booster in a way.
Yeah.
Exactly. Employees see their company putting their money where their mouth is, and it makes them feel good about being a part of that.
Exactly. It creates this sense of shared values,
Right.
which can lead to happier employees, stronger company loyalty.
Wow. It's amazing how far it goes.
It really is.
Okay, so we've covered how amazing LEDs are on an individual level
Yeah.
and how they can contribute to a more sustainable workplace.
Right.
But what really blows my mind is where this technology is going next.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about smart lighting,
Okay.
automated schedules, systems that adjust based on actual data, even lights that sync with natural daylight. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
But this is where the true potential of LEDs really shines through.
So paint me a picture. What does this look like in real life?
Okay, so imagine walking into your office and the lights are already perfectly adjusted to help you feel energized and focused,
Okay.
like a shot of espresso for your brain, but without the jitters.
I like it.
And then as the day goes on, the system gradually shifts to a warmer tone to reduce eye strain and help you wind down.
And the best part is you don't even have to lift a finger.
Exactly.
This smart lighting system just takes care of everything behind the scenes.
Right.
So you can stay in the zone and focus on what matters most.
Exactly. And here's where it gets even cooler.
Okay.
With smart LEDs, we can actually gather data on how different lighting settings impact things like productivity, energy use, even employee well-being.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
We can actually track that.
We can, and then we can use that data to fine-tune the system even further,
That's wild.
creating a personalized lighting experience that's constantly evolving and optimizing itself.
So you're saying our offices could actually learn how to light themselves better over time.
Precisely.
That's incredible.
By analyzing data on how people respond to different lighting cues, these smart systems can make subtle, real-time adjustments.
It's like having a lighting assistant who's always one step ahead.
Exactly. We're talking about a future where our workspaces are not just illuminated, but intelligent.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the future of lighting,
Yeah.
but let's bring it back to reality for a second.
Okay.
There are tons of offices out there right now with those old soul-sucking lights.
So many.
What's the first step to making the switch to LEDs?
That's a great question.
It can feel kind of daunting, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
Like, where do you even begin?
Well, the good news is there are companies out there who specialize in helping businesses make that transition to LED lighting.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, it takes the guesswork out of it.
So it's not something you have to figure out on your own.
Definitely not.
Like our friends over at Sitler's LED Supplies, right?
Exactly.
They've been doing this for ages, haven't they?
That's right. For over 40 years, they've been helping businesses of all sizes,
Wow.
from small startups to huge corporations,
That's impressive.
upgrade their spaces with the latest and greatest in LED technology.
So they've pretty much seen it all.
Pretty much.
And it's not just about like selling light bulbs, right?
No, they go way beyond that.
They actually work with you to figure out what's best.
They do. They offer consultations and assessments to figure out the best lighting solutions for your specific workspace. Oh, okay. That's really helpful.
Yeah, they'll help you figure out everything from the right color temperature for each area to whether investing in a smart lighting system makes sense for you.
It's like having a lighting designer on call.
Exactly. They're with you every step of the way.
And they really know their stuff. I mean, they even helped West Central Community School redo their entire lighting system.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine the difference that made for the students and teachers there?
I bet. It's
Yeah.
amazing to think about.
It is. It really drives home the point that this is more than just aesthetics.
Right.
This is about creating an environment where people can actually thrive.
Exactly. We often don't realize how much our surroundings really influence our mood, focus, overall well-being.
It's true. It's like we've been operating in the dark ages of lighting.
And LEDs are finally shedding some light on what's possible, literally.
Right.
I love it. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have. From the science behind how light impacts our brains to the exciting possibilities of smart lighting.
It's really incredible stuff.
It is.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought to ponder.
Okay, I'm listening.
Imagine a world where offices aren't just filled with desks and computers,
Okay.
but are designed as holistic environments optimized for human well-being and performance.
Wow, that would be amazing.
It would. How much more could we achieve if our workspaces were literally built to help us thrive?
That's something to think about.
It is. Until next time, keep those minds curious and those lights shining bright.
Thanks for tuning in to Bright Ideas. Remember, whether you're upgrading your lighting, aiming to cut down on energy costs, or exploring eco-friendly solutions, Sitler LED Supplies is here to support your journey. Visit us online at www.sitlerledsupplies.com to learn more or to schedule a free consultation with our lighting experts. Until next time, keep shining bright with Sitler LED Supplies.